All right. Well, hello again, Mgtow. This is one of those videos again where I don't have any scenery for you. This is because I got a new headpiece here. I keep throwing away my headpieces. I don't know what happens, and so I bought a cheap one, and I gotta get another one that has a microphone so I can mount it on the dash and show you guys the beautiful scenery, because we do have some beautiful scenery today. See that? But it's just hard for me to hold the phone, and so I'm just gonna talk on the phone. Just gonna say things the way they come out, and that's that. So anyways, here we go. The topic of conversation today is kissing. Now, kissing, right? Oh, so much love, yeah, kissing, right? That's what happens when people get married, right? The kiss is the things that comes after, you know, the wedding's finalized, right? To seal the deal. And same things happens when you know, you meet a girl, and you know, you talk to her or whatever, whatnot. The dinner date goes well. You know, if the dinner date goes well, and you know, she decides that you know, that you're a baller. You know, you have it. You have the big money to, and everything that she requires for you to take care of her. She'll give you a kiss. She'll give you a you know, either a peck in the mouth, or she will tongue you, right? If she gives you a kiss in the cheeks, most likely, you know, that says that you've been friend zoned, right? She'll take your money. She will take your money, but she won't give you, you know, what it is you're looking for. And we'll leave it at that. But kissing, right? You know, we have kissing happens in different scenarios, right? We have you know, parents kiss their children as a way of, you know, tucking them in bed before, you know, having them go night, right? After reading a bedtime story or whatnot. A sign of love and affection, right? And throughout the world, people kiss each other in different ways, right? In the Middle East, people, especially men, they kiss each other in both cheeks as a sign of affection and of brotherhood and of respect. Amicable amicable relations, right? It's a greeting. It's the way in which men greet each other. Then there's the infamous French kiss, right? Where, you know, people, you know, men and women, right? They tongue each other, right? They share the saliva or whatnot. So kissing has a language all unto itself, right? So why am I talking about kissing, right? Because nowadays kissing is right down nasty, and it can be dangerous too. We tend to idolize these bimbos, right? And, you know, out of love and affection that we feel as men, we want to kiss them. But we have to wonder, where has that mouth been? Where did she put her mouth last week, right? Did she put it somewhere near Tyrone's or Chad's growing area, right? Are you ingesting that leftover stuff from kissing her, right? Does she have cavities? Does she have bad breath? Is this a habitual thing for her? A lack of hygiene? It's not every girl that's worthy of a kiss, right? I bet you there's some out there, but the way of the Mgtow, why take a chance, right? Nowadays, even the teenage girls are on to putting their mouth in places where they shouldn't. Let's not talk about the infamous black kiss. That is a kiss that goes to the anus. So a woman, let's say she's in her 30s, 35 or whatnot, and she's out to get married, she's out to tackle a man on the run. Why would you want to kiss something like that, right? After she'd have been through college, she had a couple of relationships or whatnot. You know for sure her mouth has been somewhere where you wouldn't put your mouth, originally. So why kiss her? It's downright nasty. I forget where I read it somewhere. I think it was Wikipedia, somewhere like that. One of these mainstream media websites. And it said that, every time people exchange saliva through a kiss, it's like 200 billion pounds, not billion pounds, but 200 billion bacteria go from one mouth to the next, right? The other thing to consider is that nowadays women have horrible diets, and if you're a vegan like me and you've been taking care of yourself, right, your alimentary canal, right, you do not want to kiss a mouth that has been putting death and destruction down itself, right? You don't want to kiss her, right? These animals, they have leftover urea, right? Out of the fear of the animals weren't, it's found in the flesh. The animals weren't able to eliminate the fear from their flesh, from their system, and you got these women ingesting all this violence, right? You don't want to kiss something like that. So enough of that. Here's the other thing. Women don't know how to kiss. They really don't. It's so ridiculous. I remember my teenage days, I was told I was a great kisser, and I taught a couple of girls in my high school, in my middle school and high school years. I taught them how to kiss, right? And it was only later when I found out that there were things like, kissing coaches or whatnot. And I was thinking, I was a pro. Shoot, I'm teaching these girls how to kiss. I'm, putting my hands and fingers in, places where other people say it's forbidden for me to put them in, and I'm having all kinds of fun, right? That was my thinking back then. How wrong was I? These girls, they don't know how to kiss. Like if you think about like French kissing, right? They're awkward. They really are. And the reason why is because they don't put any passion into it. And how can they put any passion into it if they don't feel it? They don't love. They're incapable of it. And kissing is a sign of love and affection, right? So without her being able to feel that affection, she's unable to transfer her passion onto this act of kissing. And so it comes out rather awkward. So that's that for kissing. They don't know how to kiss. You want more evidence of that? Try and see how two women kiss each other. And I'm not talking about two lesbians kissing each other. I'm talking because quite honestly, that's only for adult entertainment movies. Women don't really kiss each other. They really don't. But when they try to imitate men, all right, like a little peck in the cheek or whatever, to say that it's a sign of affection, it comes out so fake. When they greet each other with kisses, right, kiss in the cheek or a hug or whatnot, it comes out so fake. because it's not genuine. They're trying to be men. The other thing is hugging, right? Hugging is the same thing, right? Guys hug each other. They hug each other when they win a football game against an opposite team, an opposing team, right? It's all done in a friendly, brotherly way, not in a homosexual way, not in a sexual way, but in a brotherly fashion, where we show each other support, and sometimes even admiration, right? Respect. That's why men have historically hugged each other. And same thing, right? Women, they come up to each other in such a slow manner, right? And they do this in the presence of men. This is the only time they really, what I've seen anyways. Yeah, and it's my personal experience. Somebody's gonna jump and say, oh, you know what, I've seen women hug each other without men being present. I know, but for the most part, they don't. They hate each other. They really do. They backstab each other. They talk shit about each other, all day long. What they do is they imitate men in the presence of men. They hug each other, so as to say that they're social, right? They do it as a way of flattering themselves. They don't do it out of genuine affection for the other person. So there you have it. Avoid kissing these bimbos. Their mouths are polluted. And nowadays, with all the diseases that can be transferred over, right? Like herpes or, some other sexually transmitted diseases that can be transferred over through kissing, right? The last thing you want is to kiss a girl that has put her mouth on a man or another woman that had a herpes, right? And she's hiding it, right? Because herpes can be kind of hidden. It doesn't show in some people, right? And then you kiss her out of affection, out of love, and you get burned, right? And you have these sores all over your face. You want to check her background, right? Make sure she hasn't been sleeping around so much, right? Or sleeping around at all before you go over and take her saliva. Avoid it at all costs. Like I said, kissing can be right down nasty today. You don't want any of the gunk that's in her mouth, the mucosity or whatnot. Personally, I wouldn't touch a woman that's not vegan. And the last thing I would want is for her to cook chicken or whatever, some dead animal in my pots and pans. I'm not having it. I'm not having it, Mgtow. To know that she has been taking all this, she has been partaking in this violence and taking all this life, or rather these dead, these burnt pieces of cadavers down her mouth. I wouldn't want to kiss anything like that. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next video, Mgtow. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like the video. It helps other people find this information. I know it's not mainstream information, and it can be quite controversial, but that's what it's all about. It's about finding new information out here that is not mainstream. That's what the red pill is all about. So give it a thumbs up. Even if you disagreed but you learned something new, give it a thumbs up. That's what these videos are all about. Me bringing this knowledge to you. Thank you, Mgtow. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.